What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back with another Madden 24 rebuild, as today we're going to be doing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. And also, if you're interested in hearing me talk football outside of just Madden, I have a podcast. Link to that channel is down in the description below, where we talk about football. And of course, football starts on Thursday, so things are absolutely hyped right now. So if you want to hear us make predictions, talk about football, the link to that will be down in the description below. But let's talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, because I am honestly very high on the Steelers. Now, the AFC is super stacked, so that's the only issue I do have. But other than that, I have a really good feeling about Kenny Pickett this year. I feel like Kenny Pickett is about to be just an absolute stud. That's what I'm feeling anyway. I could be wrong. We shall see. But Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, and of course, they handcuffed Jalen Warren. Everyone's excited about Kenny Pickett, George Pickens, Allen Robinson. Sometimes I forget Allen Robinson was even traded here. They got, I believe, let me make sure I'm saying it. Yeah, Broderick Jones. I thought it was Broderick Jones. I wanted to make sure I wasn't saying that wrong. But they got a left tackle of the future, and then they still have a decent offensive line. They obviously could use some work, but still not bad. Pat Freiermuth. And on the defense side of football, of course, is where a lot, things look like where they really prosper. So they have Minka Fitzpatrick, Highsmith, Alexander, Cole Holcomb, TJ Watt, KZ, Keanu Neal, Levi Wallace, Chandon Sullivan, Larry Njobi, Adams, Casey Hayward, and then Patrick Peterson, and of course, Joey Porter Jr., which of course is the absolute rookie stud that the Steelers are very excited about, who they got with the Chase Claypool pick. So, still don't know how Chase Claypool was traded for a second round pick that ended up basically being a first round pick, but who knows? Regardless, I'm going to go ahead. Similar year number one. I want to see what Madden thinks about the Steelers. I have high hopes for them this year. If they were the NFC, I'd guarantee be like, I feel like they made the playoffs. But since it is the AFC, things are super stacked over there. And of course, the division's pretty tough as well. So let's see what Madden thinks of this team. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Boys, it's that time of the year. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props app that allows you to choose overs or unders on the favorite players you love watching. So it basically makes the game you're watching just even more fun. Basically, how it works, it's available on mobile or desktop. They pretty much have every sport you can imagine. They have esports, tennis, cricket. Literally think of it, they most likely have it. And this is what it looks like when you open it up. So basically, you get to choose overs or unders on any stat you can really imagine. They have interceptions, kicking points, and of course, when the NBA comes back around, they'll have stuff on that, like rebounds, points, rebounds, combos. They have all kinds of stuff. But right now, PrizePicks actually has a discount of Dak Prescott for week 1, half a passing yard. So if you've not signed up on PrizePicks, go ahead and take advantage of this discount right now. My link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. They're going to match your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. So use that link to sign up for PrizePicks. And a tool I'm going to be using for when I play PrizePicks this year is going to be DGF Fantasy's Optimizer tool. They basically do the math for you, and they tell you what is good and what is profitable long term. So we're looking right now, of course, Dak's over half a passing yard is obviously most likely going to work out for you. And then they got Marvin Jones here. And of course, this is only going to keep getting better as we get closer to the NFL regular season. So if you want to go ahead and try this out and not even have to think about what you're going to play on, I have that down in the description below as well if you want to go ahead and sign up for that. But thank you to PrizePicks and DGF Fantasy for sponsoring today's video. So unfortunately, at the end of the season, year number 1 does not go as planned. We finished up 7-10, bottom of the AFC North, which sucks, man. I really wanted to see the Steelers team succeed right away, but unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. I'm hoping it wasn't because Kenny Pickett was terrible or anything like that. So offensively, 22nd in the NFL, so at least we weren't the worst offense. And defensively, it was 23rd. So just kind of mediocre on both sides of the ball. 25-18 from Kenny Pickett. Najee Harris, 14 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Allen Robinson, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens. So nothing too crazy there. And then interceptions, sacks. I assume TJ Watt, only 9.5. Okay. And Casey Hayward with 13.5. And then interceptions with 4 from Peterson, 3 from Quan Alexander, 3 from Joey Porter Jr. I mean, we got some work we can, get done on this team. So I'm not stressed out by any means. This is still a very good team. I just feel like maybe a few moves here or there, maybe change the scheme up, maybe change the playbook, and we'd probably be in the playoffs pretty easily. I could have done that year 1, but I kind of just wanted to see how Madden would have thought of the team if I didn't touch anything, and now we're seeing what they think. Now, we are going into the offseason with only $12 million in cap space, which of course is not much at all, so I'm curious to see what our resigning stage is going to look like and who we can cut, and then so we'll go from there, but let's go ahead and figure out who we need to resign before we go any further. So we have 20 players ready to negotiate. So let's see who's at the top of this list. So we have Najee Harris, which is a 5th-year option. I think I'm just going to accept it. Maybe they don't in real life. I don't know. Just kind of depends what kind of year he has, I imagine. But Levi Wallace, Dotson, Keanu Neal, Chandler Zolomon. Okay, so there's really nobody too crazy here. I do want to bring Dotson back, but because he's only 27, and I still think he's a solid option. So we're going to bring Dotson back to the team, and then maybe we move the offensive line around a little bit, but he's going to come back. And then I want to see if there's an obvious cut. Now, Levi Wallace, 29, I could bring him back as well, but I might look in a different place for a corner. So let's see what the salaries are looking like. And of course, we could restructure contracts if we want as well. But I'm curious to see if there's anyone just making an absurd amount of money that's just an obvious cut. So Casey Hayward, 35. He's still at 89 overall, so I don't think I'm going to cut him. He's Steelers legend. I don't want to just move on from him. Allen Robinson, though, I can save $10 million by cutting him. He's down to a 77 overall. Now, he was our best wide receiver as far as receiving yards are concerned. And then we also have Mason Cole, who's down to 4.75. But I think Allen Robinson, for me, is the most obvious cut here. We could save about $10 million by doing this. Now, we're probably not going to get anybody too crazy by cutting $10 million away, but it's still not a bad option, in my opinion. And we could restructure TJ Watt and free up $9 million in cap space. I mean, TJ Watt is 29 years old. I don't think we'll be moving on from him in this video, so I think I'm okay with doing that. So we free up some cap space, and we'll see if we can maybe go sign a free agent or two, and we'll have, what, $26 million in cap space. So it's not a ton, but it's enough that we can go sign someone, and we got to go look at what we really need. So we lost Levi Wallace. We lost, like, Keanu Neal. Let's see what our lineup is looking like. Let's see if progressions change for anybody as well. So looking at offensive line is kind of the obvious what we need right now. But I will say we can move Dotson or Samalu to the center position, which I think I'm going to go ahead and do. We could use a third wide receiver. So offensively, I think we look pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and move Dotson to center. Don't even know if he's ever played center in his life. Probably not, but maybe he has. I don't know much about him. But I'm going to move him there anyway because we need an option there. So let's go to center. And we can also cut the other center if we wanted to, but we'll see if we even need to do that. So he stays at 77. So right now, right tackle is kind of the obvious glaring issue. But Kenyon Green, I forgot, is also... Or not Kenyon Green. This is Kendrick Green. Sorry. 25. I mean, we could maybe move him to the tackle and maybe he would do something there because he's still pretty young. I don't know how young their right tackle is, so I could probably look at that as well. But we're going to go ahead and move Kendrick Green over to right tackle. And he is going to... let's see. He's only 70 overall there. What is Moore at? So Moore is going to be 25. So he's also pretty young. So we could just go ahead and roll with him going forward. But I don't know. I feel like the only thing we need on offense maybe is a right tackle. Or we could go ahead and sign and then a third wide receiver. On the defense side of football, and one thing I forgot about as well is they have Darnell Washington. I totally forgot about him. But defensively, we definitely could use a middle linebacker. We have, corners are an issue right now. D tackle is an issue. We have Casey at strong safety. So there's definitely a lot more issues on defense than there is offense at the moment. So we're not going to be able to address everything in this offseason, but we'll do our very best. So all of our cap space is about to go away if we can get these 4 players. So I'm offering on Curtis Samuel, Jeremy Chin, who's listed on as corner. Is he playing corner for the Panthers now? I believe he was a strong safety, but I don't know. If I do get him, I might move him to strong safety, but we'll see. It just kind of depends. Although we're signing Terrell Edmonds, so I guess we could technically leave Jeremy Chin at corner since that's what he's listed at right now. But Kenneth Murray we may not get. The Texans are offering pretty big on him, so let's just go ahead and see if we can get these 4 guys. Murray does have interest in playing for us, though, so we might have the edge there. We get Edmonds and Curtis Samuel. So we get a third wide receiver in Curtis Samuel, and we get a reunion with Terrell Edmonds, which is nice. And then I'm hoping we get Jeremy Chin. Unfortunately, we were not able. So we got Jeremy Chin. Unfortunately, we were not able to get Kenneth Murray, which was a huge need. Now, T. Higgins was here as well, but I really couldn't afford to go spend a bunch of money on him. So I also could maybe go for, Kenneth Murray. I should have enough money. It's just not updating right now. So I guess we can go Anthony Walker as a starter. It looks like maybe we weren't not going to have enough. So I guess I could just sign like a cheap Anthony Walker. I don't even know if he's going to sign it, but we'll try. We'll see if he decides to sign it or not, and he may not. We'll see. His interest does go up, though, but we don't have cap space. We just don't. So that's just kind of where we're at. So I think we're just going to have to address everything else in the NFL draft, and that's just where we're at as a roster. But we got Curtis Samuel, got Jeremy Chin, and we also got, if I can remember, we got also, Terrell Edmonds. I was about to say, who else did we get? Terrell Edmonds. So Anthony Walker also did sign on the team, which is nice. So we got Anthony Walker as a middle linebacker, which is just a solid starter. I feel like we could use another corner in this draft and then a D tackle. Although, isn't Benton a young D tackle? He's only 23. So technically speaking, we could just roll with Keanu Benton if we want to. So we'll just kind of see what kind of pick we have. We could also take a right tackle if we wanted to like have a really good starter right away. And Curtis Samuel will be that third wide receiver. I'm not going to have him play over Pickens, but let's go ahead and jump in. I have no idea how many picks we have. I'll just kind of fill it out once we get in the draft. So 500K in cap space. We don't have anything in money-wise, but we have the 12th overall pick in this draft. So Cardinals number 1. So let's see what we're going to get with pick number 12 on the board. So obviously you already know kind of our issues. So Byron Phillips, we have a linebacker. We do have Highsmith and TJ Watt. So I don't know if Alex Waynes is really necessary, but I'm kind of leaning towards Byron Phillips or I guess Tommy Wiggins as well, or Roman Dawson. I feel like we have a young enough right tackle that I think I could draft Roman Dawson and feel good about it, saying he's also a scheme fit. So Roman Dawson, I think, is going to be the pick here. We're going to bring him in. He's going to be that third corner that we kind of need right now anyway. So feel good about that first round pick. And now we get to go pick in round 2. I'm kind of hoping we get a right tackle in round 2, but if not, it's all good. We'll just take whatever makes sense. So let's see. We have free safety. We have a wide receiver. I don't need a wide receiver. We have a left tackle, though, and his ratings actually look incredible. Chris Ferguson out of Clemson, A awareness, A pass block. I'm going to go ahead, go to the podium, and smash this pick. Chris Ferguson, welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think we really could have done any better there. So first 2 picks, I think absolutely went amazing. So I'm feeling good about that. And we'll take this last pick in round 3 and let the assistant GM take care of the rest. So we got Rick Dockery, Junior Jackson, a lot of wide receivers on the board. We also have Marvin Andrews, speed rusher. You can never have enough guys that can go after the quarterback. So maybe we just take the Navy right outside linebackers. Got B or C, BSH. What is BSH? I'm just probably being stupid right now. That is going to be B block or C block shedding. Yeah, I'm just an idiot. Okay, so I think we were going to go ahead and take Marvin Andrews. It's pretty close to Mark Andrews, which also makes sense. Derek O'Neill also is kind of tempting, but I'm going to take Marvin Andrews. I don't know if he'll ever turn into anything for us, but he will be normal development. He'll be play behind TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith, but I still feel pretty good about our offseason overall with the limited amount of money that we had, and we still feel like we walked away pretty nicely. I think we should be a playoff team next year. I think we really should. I'm going to change the scheme. I'm going to change some things. I think Madden's going to love us a little bit more this year. So if we change the scheme to a West Coast spread, it goes up to a 90%. And on the defensive side of the football, we're 100% scheme fit. So in my mind, things should go a lot better this year. I also could change the playbook, but I'm just going to go ahead and try to keep it that way and just leave it and hope that it works out. I'm also going to have George Pickens be wide receiver 2. And then I got to go see specialist. I mean, I guess technically speaking, maybe George Pickens should just still play in the slot. I mean, we'll just go ahead and do that. So I guess Samuel is a better overall than him. They're still going to all 3 get involved, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Samuel, Freiermuth, Moore, Daniels, Dotson, Samulu, and then Jones. And on the defense side of football, we added, oh, wow, the corner we drafted isn't even in the depth chart, it looks like, which actually is, or no, there he is. I was about to say. And we also got a young free safety, and then the linebacker we took is only 64 overall. We got a star development right end, it looks like, which is nice because obviously Casey Hayward not going to be here forever. He's only got 1 year left of his contract. I imagine he might retire after this. And I want to make sure we have the best lineup over here as well. But yeah, Ferguson, ooh, he's only 72 overall. So we'll still roll with more, but he's still going to be a solid backup for the future. But let's go ahead. Similar year number 2. I'm expecting bigger things this year. I'm expecting to be a playoff team, but let's just see how Madden decides to treat us in the simulation. So unfortunately, at the end of this season, we only went 8-9, which is better than last year by 1 game, which really sucks. So things just still aren't in our favor at this point in the Madden simulation. So not a playoff team just yet, according to Madden. I'm hoping Kenny Pickett took a jump at least. I assume at this point he would have, but let's take a look and see. Maybe we have to change the playbook, and that's just reality situation, man. It kind of sucks you have to do that in Madden. Like, you have to change it to a Chiefs playbook or whatever. It's kind of dumb, but 22-16, yeah, things are just not going well here, man. So Kenny Pickett, I guarantee once I change it to Chiefs, Bengals, or Bills, whatever, if I changed it, I guarantee this team makes playoffs next year. I should have just done it, bro. But I was trying to not do that, and look where it got us. So yeah, next time, maybe I just change the playbook, not waste any time. We'd be a playoff team this year, most likely. It's just the reality of how Madden works, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and see who we need to resign. And let's see if we're going to have some cap space left over to maybe sign an impact free agent. I highly doubt it. I feel like there's going to be a lot of re-signings here. Cameron Hayward is probably retiring, I assume. So we're going to need a right end, although we did draft one. But let's see where we're at. So we have Pat Freiermuth, Deontay Johnson, Kenny Pickett. That's a 5th-year option. We're absolutely accepting that. Even though he hasn't done anything crazy in the video yet, I don't think it's been his fault. Oh, Hayward is still here. He actually is still going to play. Jalen Warren, Kendrick Green. All right, so they're actually... Okay, there are some guys I want to resign here. So let's start with Mr. Freiermuth and Deontay Johnson. I want to pretty much bring back everybody we see here. So I'm bringing back Freiermuth, so we're going to bring him back. And then I don't think we're going to have cap space left over. I do want Deontay Johnson back as well. He has no interest in coming back, though, it looks like. So we'll see if he does come back. I actually drafted him yesterday for my fantasy team. So I'm excited about him potentially this year. And then James Daniels, we'll go ahead and sign him. And he'll be back. He's up to an 8th overall. And then last but not least, let's try to keep Cameron Hayward. Ooh, that's going to be all of our money, though. Dan Moore, Jalen Warren. I think we can move on from Dan Moore. I want Cameron Hayward back, but that's all of our cap space going at him. I'm going to wait. If there's no better option or younger option, then I'll bring him back. But if we're going to just use all of our money on Cameron Hayward, maybe we can just go sign a better one, right? So let's go see where we're looking like. So obviously with Moore gone, that allows Ferguson to step up, which is star development. So on the offense, we're good. I don't think I need to change anything on offense. The offensive line is good enough in my opinion. Maybe we could sign a left guard, but I think it's good enough that we can get away with it. Wide receivers look good. I mean, we could have signed Jalen Warren back as well, but it's fine. And then defensively, I mean, D tackle, corners look pretty solid. Jeremy Chin's up to a superstar. So we'll just kind of see. Obviously, right end could be, so yeah, D-line is probably the most thing, and then maybe a strong safety. We have $21 million in cap space. We'll see we'll see what we can get. So we have Nick Chubb. We don't really need that. Amari Cooper, Casey Hayward, or Cameron Hayward's at the top, not Casey Hayward. Josh Sweat though is a lot younger. And yeah, so he'd play longer, obviously. Greg Newsome. We have 3 corners now, so I don't think that's necessary. Although what we could do is sign Greg Newsome and then move Jeremy Chin to strong safety where he plays. That's a decent option. JOK, who I love, but he doesn't fit the scheme we're running. Okay, so yeah, I think I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I want to be able to sign Josh Sweat and Greg Newsome. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but those are my 2 options that I want. So don't think I'm going to be able to, but I'm going to try. So Joshua Sweat, I'm going to offer on. Let's see what his offers are right now. So where's number 1 offer? Greg Newsome, he has 3 offers. So we're going to try to get him as well. We're going to have to go cut someone or restructure some money to do this, but I think this is going to be exactly what we need to just push us over the top. Even though I think we should have been pushed over the top last year, let's do some more. So Mika Fitzpatrick, restructure, frees up $7 million. That should give me enough. And then what else? Is there anybody else? Is there an obvious cut here, by the way? Our left guard, but we're going to have to start him this year. Larry Njobi, that just creates another problem if I cut him. So Mitchell Trubisky, though. We can cut him. He's not going to play it for us. So we're going to cut Mitchell Trubisky. That should, in theory, give me enough money to sign Greg Newsome, which would allow me to move Jeremy Chin to strong safety where he originally plays. And then our defense would be pretty damn good. And then I guess I'll see if there's leftover money for a left guard to upgrade from Isaac. Left guard, we have Laken Tomlinson, Andrew Norwell. Obviously, there's like Jedrick Willis, who I get like every time because he's just so young. But Edwards, I'll just leave what we got. So let's just go for the guys we're trying to go for because we may need more money to sign them anyway. So Sweat and Greg Newsome. I'm going to offer a little bit more money on Greg Newsome because I really do want him on the team. I think that would add a whole new dynamic to our defense, moving Chin to strong safety. But we may not get him, so we'll just see what happens. So we are going to get Greg Newsome, W, and then Josh Sweat is going to sign right here as well. We get both. Beautiful. So defense gets absolutely upgraded, which is amazing. And then we can go ahead and move Jeremy Chin back to strong safety. And honestly, I don't even literally care about the draft right now. I think our team is good enough. I guess left guard would be necessary to try to target in the draft. But let's move Jeremy Chin to strong safety. And let's see what's going to happen with him. So let's do that. Let's move him there. So editing player for Jeremy Chin. Move him to strong safety where he's supposed to be anyway. Although, if there's any Panthers fans watching this or somebody who knows, I mean, obviously I could go do the research right now, but I did not know Jeremy Chin was going to be playing corner. I don't know if Madden's just tripping, but whatever. So, Greg Newsome, Dawson, Joey Porter Jr., I think the cornerback are then right in. We got, I was about to say, where is Josh Sweat? There he is. Josh Sweat is going to be there. That looks beautiful. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about this, but I'm going to go ahead and skip right past the draft. I'm going right into next season. I think we're good enough. I don't even care about the draft right now. I'm ready to just go win. I'm ready to go win a damn Super Bowl. We're going to change this playbook to the Chiefs playbook and watch us cook, man. That's what's going to happen. And just like that, at the end of this season, we win the NFC North at 12-5. Now, unfortunately, or AFC North, sorry. Unfortunately, I do play the Bengals around 1 because obviously they're always a tough opponent. But I swear, dude, I'm about to run an experiment when I rebuild the worst team in Madden, which I assume will be the Cardinals. I'm going to just change it to the Chiefs playbook right away and see if they make the playoffs because I feel like that's all you have to do and you're guaranteed to be a playoff team. It's literally so stupid. But let's go take a look at the player stats. So offensively, just like that, it's a top 10 offense finally, right? 6th in the NFL. Defensively, 5th in the NFL. So both sides of the ball, absolutely incredible. 28 and 11 from Kenny Pickett. Najee Harris, 1,200 yards, 22 touchdowns. Absolutely a monster on the ground. Pat Freiermuth, Pickens. We did not have one 1,000-yard wide receiver today in this video, if I'm not mistaken. Although Freiermuth technically, I guess, tight end, yeah, he, obviously he got it. But TJ Watt, 12.5 sacks, interceptions, 3 from Joey Porter Jr. So let's jump in. We're playing the Bengals in round 1. We've made it to this point. Obviously, we're hoping to go win a damn Super Bowl. So here we are, and I didn't realize the Steelers Stadium wasn't called Heinz Field anymore. It was something totally different. I don't even remember what it was, but it's down. We're down 7-3, and we are going to go ahead and take the lead back. The Bengals are going to respond and take the lead back. We take it right back. So back and forth so far. We could have taken a nice lead there, but we get a fumble recovered by Terrell Edmonds and an interception by Mr. Joey Porter Jr., but we're down. We go ahead and get the lead right back, and they are going to tie it up. Can we go ahead and score here? We are going to go get a touchdown. The Bengals are going to respond with their own. We have 38 seconds left, 3 timeouts. I mean, if there's anything that I can do, I think I can get us in field goal range. I feel like I'm capable of doing that, but you never know. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can get us in field goal range. So I'm actually going to go to George Pickens right away here, and that actually might be just a touchdown. Wow. No need for a field goal. We're just going to go straight to George Pickens for the touchdown and hope our defense can get a stop in 30 seconds. That was a really quick response. Almost got sacked, and of course, I thought they scored, but no, we beat the Bengals. We're moving on to divisional weekend. Really high scoring game, so I'm hoping the defense can step up into next week, but of course, the playoffs only get tougher from here, so we'll see who we play next week. And now we're in a divisional weekend game going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's called Acrisure Stadium. I'm probably saying that incorrect, but regardless, let's see if we can beat the Jaguars. We're going to go up 6-0, but miss the extra point. 13-0, so far we're off to a fantastic start in this game. Can we go up 20-0? No, we get an interception. Devin Lloyd gets an interception. We need a response. Okay, 7-16. So we are up 2 possessions, or no, 2 possessions. So right now, and 7-24. So it's looking good. We might be going to the AFC Championship if we can just keep the foot on the pedal, and I believe we will. So we are going to go ahead and beat the Jaguars. We beat the Bengals. The Jaguars, I assume, will be meeting maybe the Ravens in the AFC Championship, because they were really good as well. No, we're going to have to, it'll be either Baltimore or Kansas City. So we'll see who we meet in the AFC Championship. And now we head to Arrowhead Stadium to play the Kansas City Chiefs to see if we can get past the Chiefs to make it to the Super Bowl. So we're obviously going to have to score a bunch of points if we want any chance here. We're down 7-0, and we are going to go ahead and get a touchdown. So that's a great sign that we're scoring early and often. And we score again, 14-7. Obviously, we're using the playbook, their own playbook on them. It's 21. Wow, that was a quick response. 21-17. It's 21-24. We need a score here. We do 20-24. So once again, we're in a very high-scoring game, just like we were at the Bengals. The Chiefs could take the lead back at any second here, but so far we're getting stops. Got another one, and we are going to be up 9. It's 35-32. They have 2 timeouts left, so this game should be over in theory, but Madden sometimes will be weird, and you know what? I just don't want to leave the Chiefs any time to get this ball back, because all they need to do is get a field goal to tie it up. Now, that first penetration they just got was absolutely great, so they're going to call their first timeout. I'm going to go read option with Kenny Pickett and see if this works out for me to end the game. I don't know if it will, but we're going to try it. Hopefully I don't fumble, bro. If I fumble here. Okay, I'm going to have to hand this off. Okay, not bad, not bad. Almost a first down. We're Najee Harris, you stud. That's the game. Let's go. We're going to Super Bowl. Najee Harris gets to the first down marker, and just like that, we have punched our ticket to the Super Bowl. And for the Super Bowl, we get to welcome in, of course, the Dallas Cowboys. So let's go ahead and see if we can go win our, what is this? Would this be the 7th Super Bowl for the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken? Correct me if I'm wrong, but we're down 7-0, and we're going to go down 14-0. So our dreams might be coming to an end here to the Cowboys, which is always annoying. But maybe it's not over yet. It's 21-3. We need to score before half, and it's not. I mean, I guess we got a field goal. We technically could come alive here if we score right now. Dude, field goals are not going to do it at this point. I think we lost. We're going to lose the... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, this game's over. This game is over. 35-16. This game is definitely over. So we got all the way to the Super Bowl just to lose to the Cowboys, man. That is so unfortunate. All right, well, let's see if I can at least come out here and score a touchdown for pride, right? If I throw an interception, then I will just walk out of here with no pride whatsoever. I have Freiermuth, but I got hit, and I should have thrown it earlier. 3 interceptions from Kenny Pickett in this game. Absolutely just in shambles. Not ready for the moment, I guess, today. Obviously, the Cowboys defense is good. I mean, I did this play earlier, and it really worked out with George Pickens. So we'll see if it maybe will work out again. We'll see. So actually, we might have Deontay. Dude, I'm hanging on to it too long. 3rd and 10, a minute left. I'm just trying to let these routes develop downfield, and I'm not having enough time. We're going to have to get it out quickly for a first down here. So, although, again, it doesn't really matter. We lost. So, let's see if maybe the safe... Okay, we're going to have George Pickens one-on-one. George Pickens thrives in one-on-ones, although this ball is terribly not even placed in the perfect spot whatsoever. It said perfect accuracy, but it should have been a straight... It should have been a straight route, and Pickens threw it in, like, the middle. Did I click the wrong button? I don't know. That was such a bizarre ball, because Pickens was one-on-one, and obviously George Pickens is the guy that thrives in those 50-50 balls. Let's see if I can get a first down for us, though. I think I might... Dude, again, it's just a terrible ball. You know what? We lost anyway. It doesn't matter. I could have hit Pickens in that hole there, and it would just sail to the right. So, yeah, we lost to the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. At least we made it there, I guess. Dude, I don't know what to do about this playbook situation. It feels like if you change it to the Chiefs playbook, you're going to the bowl, or you're going far in the playoffs. It's just, or you're making... I don't know, man. It's kind of dumb, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. This is Crushables 2. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm saying... Peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.